Hey there, friend. Welcome back to Nonprofit CEO Spark. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine you spend 3 hours in the morning writing a job posting. You list all the must-haves, cross your fingers, send it out, and wait. And then 53 applications land in your inbox, but only 2 even kind of fit the bill. You reach out to one and they ghost you, and the other wants 30,000 more than you can offer. Sound familiar? Well, one of my CEO clients recently told me, I feel like I'm chasing people who don't even want to work here. And that stings, especially when you know your mission matters. So today, we're getting real about a leadership headache so many of you are facing. Why is it so dang hard to recruit and hire great staff right now? And what do I do instead of just posting and praying? Welcome to Nonprofit CEO Spark, the podcast for bold leaders ready to navigate growth and change with energy and confidence. I'm Marcia Beckner, nonprofit founder, former executive director, and culture strategist with nearly 20 years in the social impact world. Each week, I help nonprofit leaders stop spinning out, set boundaries, and design inclusive cultures where all staff can thrive. If you're ready to reignite your leadership without sacrificing your well-being, hit subscribe and let's spark your next chapter together. Let's be honest, people are different now. Post-2020, the workforce has new expectations. Burnout, trauma, uncertainty, it's made people reevaluate what they're willing to tolerate. And that means today's job candidate is searching, he or she is extra cautious. Is there low pay with high stress? Hard pass. Is the role vague, expecting everything in the kitchen sink? Nope. Does it appear to have a toxic or unclear culture? Run for the hills. And even if your organization has a wonderful mission, if your management team is disorganized or lacks clarity, it will show up fast in your hiring outcomes. And I've seen it happen. A unicorn hire walks in excited and walks out 90 days later feeling confused, micromanaged, and overwhelmed. So, what's the solution? Well, one thing I want you to think about is to shift your mindset from recruiting to attracting. What if the best people found you? What if your organization's reputation did the heavy lifting? We all know you can't out-recruit a broken culture, but you can build a culture that attracts top talent naturally, even without Google-level perks. So here are 4 steps you can consider to attract and retain the right people for your organization. Number 1. Clarify the role and the culture. No more dumping 20 job responsibilities into one position. Be clear, be real. Promote your culture as an asset, a place they'd love to work, because you are a place where continuous growth, challenge, and learning are their opportunities. And if you do this in the overview of the position, high performers will keep reading. Number 2, brand your culture. Define what your values look like in action and how they shape the way your team works together. Make your organization sound like what it truly is, a kind, purpose-driven place where people grow, learn, and thrive, not just survive. In interviews, share your real human stories that reflect your culture, like how you support each other during tough weeks, celebrate team wins, or navigate feedback with care. Remember, candidates are actively running from toxic workplaces. They're not just job hunting, they are hope I can find a great place to work hunting. Use the Culture Cares lens to describe your work environment. CARES stands for commitment, appreciation, respect, engagement, and safety. These aren't fluffy nice-to-haves. They are core drivers of team performance and retention. Backed by Gallup research and decades of workforce studies, these 5 elements are what today's talent is actively looking for, and you have the opportunity to lead with them. Number 3, interview for coachability and culture fit. Yes, skills matter, but you can teach skills. You can't teach someone to care or have a positive attitude. Use behavior-based questions to assess emotional maturity and intelligence. Look for alignment with your values and your culture. Is this person coachable, meaning they will take constructive feedback as learning and apply it? If not, you're in for some trouble down the road. And number 4, onboard with intention. Please don't just hand someone a laptop and a staff directory and call it a day. Onboarding should be energizing, structured, and full of connection. Help new team members feel a strong sense of purpose from day one. Map out clear expectations, create opportunities for early wins, offer consistent, supportive feedback, and make sure they know who they can turn to. No one should feel like they're navigating a maze on their own. Personally, I'm a fan of starting with a 3-month probationary period if you can do it. It's a short-term contract that gives you both a chance to test the waters. Let's be honest, you can't always know what it's like to work with someone until you're working with them. And a 90-day trial period gives you a natural window to assess fit, coach through early misalignments, and make a thoughtful decision about moving into a full-time, benefit-eligible role. It protects your culture and builds accountability from the beginning. So to recap, here are the 4 steps. 1, clarify your role and your culture. Number 2, brand your culture. Number 3, interview for coachability and culture fit. And number 4, onboard with intention. When you apply these steps, here's what will shift for you. You will attract people who want to grow with you, not just get a job. Your team becomes your best recruiting tool because they actually love working there. You reduce unwanted turnover, increase morale, and spend way less time chasing candidates who aren't a fit. And you stop spinning out and start attracting and retaining talent with more peace and confidence. This is how you protect yourself from hiring pitfalls and build a dream team. So here is your spark plug shift for the week. Look at one open role on your team, just one. Now read that job description like a human who is learning about your organization for the first time. Is it clear? Is it energizing? Does it sound like a punishment or an invitation? Revise it as if you're inviting someone into something exciting, because you are. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Nonprofit CEO Spark. If you're ready to turn burnout into boundaries and build a healthy, happy culture where everyone, including you, can thrive, visit culturecares.com to learn how I support nonprofit organizations like yours. If this episode brought you value, share it with a fellow leader navigating stress and overwhelm. And remember, you are meant for great things, and you don't have to burn out to prove it. Until next time, keep leading with courage and confidence.